More than 17 billion quarts of popcorn are consumed by Americans each year. This means that every year, 58 quarts are eaten by the average American. I know that making flavored popcorn appears to be quite the task. You're thinking, I can hardly find the correct cook time to make microwave popcorn. However, though time-consuming, making caramel popcorn is not as difficult as it may seem. You will need coconut oil, popcorn kernels, table salt, cooking spray, brown sugar, corn syrup, and finally, butter. Start out by measuring 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and place them into a medium to large sized pot. If you use a pot that is too small, it is possible for the popcorn to overflow the pot and make a mess. Next, turn the stove on high heat, add 2 popcorn kernels, and cover the pot. Wait for these 2 kernels to pop. Once this happens, remove the pan from the heat and remove the 2 popped kernels. Add 1/2 cup of popcorn kernels. Cover and shake the pan and let the pan sit off of the burner for 1 minute. After this, put the pan back onto the stove on high heat and wait for all the kernels to pop, shaking the pan every 10 seconds or so. The popcorn will pop very slowly at first and then rapidly. Once the popping slows to only a few pops every second, immediately remove the pan from the heat, allowing it to sit for a couple seconds, then pour the popped popcorn into a bowl. Get out another bowl and sort through the popped popcorn with your hands, moving popcorn from one bowl to another to remove any unpopped kernels. Next, preheat the oven for 250 degrees. Spray a baking pan with edges thoroughly with cooking spray. Measure out 9 to 10 cups of popped popcorn and pour them onto the freshly sprayed pan, spreading the popcorn to cover the whole area of the pan. Measure 1 teaspoon of salt and shake it across the entire pan of popcorn. Either clean your pot from earlier or get out another medium-sized pot. Add 1 cup of brown sugar. Add 1/4 cup of corn syrup. And finally, add 1 stick of butter. Turn the stove on medium heat. Stir this mixture. As the pot warms up and the butter melts, it will become easier to stir. After fully mixed, bring the mixture to a boil on medium heat, stirring every 10 to 20 seconds. Leaving on medium heat, allow the mixture to cook for 4 to 4.5 minutes. Continue to stir every 10 to 20 seconds during this period to avoid burning the caramel. Allow the hot caramel to cool for a few seconds and then pour it over the pan of popcorn, covering as much of it as possible. Using a spoon of some sort, gently fold and mix the popcorn to avoid breaking until the popcorn kernels are as covered as possible. Place the caramel-covered popcorn in the heated oven and set a timer for 45 minutes. Every 10 to 15 minutes, remove the popcorn from the oven and stir to continue to cover the popcorn and to avoid clumping. After 45 minutes of cooking, allow the popcorn to cool and pour it into a bowl to serve. Many companies use large machines to make this process go by much faster, but is very possible at home. So remember to first pop the kernels using coconut oil on high heat in a medium to large pot. Next, filter out unpopped kernels using your hands and moving popcorn from one bowl to another. Add brown sugar, corn syrup, and a stick of butter to a medium-sized pot on medium heat. Stir and bring this mixture to a boil and let it boil for 4 to 4.5 minutes. Remove the caramel from the stove and pour it into the tray of popcorn. Gently fold and stir the popcorn to spread the caramel over it. Put this caramel-covered popcorn into the oven at 250 degrees for 45 minutes, stirring it every 10 to 15 minutes. Finally, allow it to cool and enjoy.